Hey everyone, so I'm also preparing for MLP OPP. So what I did today, I will share with you. So I solved week 2 practice assignment, and I think solving that will give you pretty much idea what is imputation is, how to handle missing values, about pre-processing and other things. So let's go. So first loading the data. The data set looks like this dataset, and then df.hat. So we have five input features along with one target which contain yes and no values, and we also have some null values in this. Then v1, v2, v5 are object type, and v3 and v4 are float types. So this is what we have. Count is 748. Now what we replaced the question mark with np.num. So we use df.replace. So it will replace all the question mark in our data set with none values. Now the question one was how many samples are there in data set. We use df.shape. So this is the samples we have and the features we have. So we have how many input features are there in this data set. So I used df.shape. We have 6 like that, but it can also contain one target feature. So excluding that, we have 5 input features. Question 3 is what type of problem is this? If we will look at the target variable df then target dot unique, we can see we have two categories, yes category and no category. And so when we have this kind of labels and categories, mostly the problem is related to classification. Fourth question, which of the feature has list variance? So here we can see we have to calculate the variance and we have to find the minimum variance in that. But we only have two float features and rest of all are the object features. Yes, v5 it contains some negative and I think negative values, this object type only, but v1 and v2 are not object type, they are numerical values in form of object. So what we will do is first we will convert this v1 and v2 from object to float. For that, what we will do is we will use dot s type to convert them into float. If we want to convert them into integer, we can write inside it int. So it will convert this into integer, but for now we will keep it as a float. So now we have numerical columns as this. These are the numerical columns we have. Okay. Now we are calculating our variance. So we will use dot var. So what it will do, it will it will calculate the variance of each feature it has. So v1 has 65.505 and v2 has this, v3, v4, and we can see the minimum is here. We can see the minimum is 33.637, which belong to v2 feature. And also we can calculate with minimum, and we can also use, if you want the index, we can use np.argmin to get the index of the minimum column or feature. If we have large data set, we can use np.argmin. So can we use here np.argmin? So yeah, it will return me the index for that, 0 and 1. Okay, the fifth question is which of the following feature has least number of outliers? So the most easiest way to get the outliers is to definitely plot box plot. So we will do importing matplotlib. Then we will create box plot for, and df.boxplot, it will create box plot for all the features we have. So we can see here, I think it will create box plot for all the numerical features we have. So v1, v2, v3 and v4. But here in the question, in the assignment question, in the option, I think we have only v1, v2 and v3. v4 is not there because v4 doesn't have any outlier. v1 and v2 have, in this graph we can say we can see they have same amount of outliers. So what we will do is we will create a separate box plot for them, columns, and we can specify which column we want. So now we can see clearly here that v1 has less outlier and v2 has more outlier. So the question was which has least number of outliers, least outliers. So v1 is the answer for this one. Which of the following is, question 6, which of the following is true about the target variable? It has higher yes entries than no entries. It has higher no entries than yes entries. It has same number of entries of yes and no are same. So what we will do is we will use value counts to get the unique count for each. We have yes and no. So we can see it returned as the name of the column what we have, and in the then no we have 570 and yes we have 178. So Yes, we can see the answer is it has higher no entries than yes entries. And if you don't want, if you do not remember to use value counts, we can use this easy way, using this operator, equal to operator. So and then summing what we have, so it will return the boolean output, and if we will do dot sum, it will count all the true values we have. So we can use this, or we can use value counts. Now question 7 is how many features having missing values in the dataset. So we will use dot is any. So in previous we already replaced the question mark with any, so it will give us this thing. So two features have none values, 1 and 2. What is the total number of missing values in the dataset? So we used dot sum and then again dot sum, so it has 10 null values. Ninth question is what is the average of first feature after applying simple imputer, and the strategy is median. Simple imputer fill the missing values, or we can say the none values, with the median of that particular feature. So for that, what we will do is first we will import simple imputer from sklearn.impute. Then we will create an object for that, medi-impute, that is medium, and impute with strategy median. And then we will use fit transform to convert that, and we will apply in v1 first feature. After imputing, we will calculate the average value by dot mean, and we got this output. Now question 10 is what is the average of first column after applying KNNImputer and the n neighbors is equal to 3. So what is KNNImputer? KNNImputer, K nearest neighbor imputer, it fills missing values in your dataset using the mean value of the nearest neighbor. In our case, the nearest neighbor is 3. So it will calculate the average of 3 neighbors and fill the missing values. So we will import KNNImputer. We will create object, then we will, using dot fit transform, we will convert v1 into knn, impute v1, impute knn. After that, converting, after filling the missing values, we will calculate the mean, and we will the output. So we will get the output. Question 11, what is the average of second feature v2 after applying simple imputer? Strategy is mean. So earlier the strategy was median, now the strategy is mean, and the feature is second feature. So we will do the same thing as we did earlier. We will import simple imputer, then we will create the object. Now in this case, our strategy is mean, and we will use fit transform, and we got the output, and we will calculate the average. That's all for today. Thank you.